Hey guys, it's the old man here back with another video. This video is going to be a little bit different, guys. I am going to predict cards based on lore. I have read all the lore there is to read in the Chaos Legion, so you guys don't have to do it. I know not a lot of people read the lore, but I went ahead and read it so you guys can benefit as well from what I have concluded, right? So, without further ado, guys, let's get to the video. First off, we have the Protector. Her name is Viviana. She's an old lady, but she is tough. Well, she was actually the only one in the whole lore that faced Dr. Blight and actually challenged him and actually stood her ground. So she is tough, guys. So after reading her lore, I have noticed a lot of things come up. One, she has awesome armor. Second, she's slow. Well, she's old, so she's slow. But that's not affecting her powers, right? And the third thing, she is a magical mage. So, 1. Slow. 2. Amazing armor. 3. Mage. So, what could she be as a card in Chaos Legion? Could she be a summoner? Or would she be a monster? I went ahead and concluded from her lore that she is gonna be a summoner because, guys, she faced Dr. Blight. So this moves us. Which Splinter could she be a summoner of? Well, I have read this 3 times, guys, to figure out which Splinter. Well, I have the answer for you. The Splinter that she could be a summoner of is Earth because she called upon the Earth to aid her, shaking the ground, launching boulders, and raising shields to protect her. So this concluded that she is gonna be a summoner on the Earth Splinter that gives magic, possibly armor, possibly also slowing the enemy monsters, which could be super awesome, guys. For the second lore, guys, we have Creeping. Look at her. She's a beauty, guys. I love this. She's one of my favorites, actually. So she's this tiny girl that lives on boats and jumps from shore to shore, right? She lived in the sea her whole life, her father as well before he died, and she never faced Dr. Blight. However, she sneaked up on him and saw his tactics, right? So I figured from her lore, and I found 2 things that she is awesome at. 1, her speed. She was super fast, guys. 2, her ability to go stealth and sneak. So now you could wonder, could she be probably a legendary summoner that has amazing speed and probably sneak? Well, I don't think so. I think she could be definitely a summoner because she could give your monsters speed and +1 attack. Why? Because she's holding a fine ass sword, guys. She's awesome. She's beautiful and she's sexy, guys. So I'd love to see her as a summoner in the Water Splinter because you guys know I'm predicting water to go melee. For the third lore, guys, we have the Messenger. This guy is weak. I don't mean weak as in weak, but there's not much information about this guy. His name is actually K. Jiang. He's just a messenger who had high hopes and high goals in life. He wanted to achieve a lot of things, right? And the thing is that he went on a mission, to raise his position in his town. But during this mission, he encountered the minions of Dr. Blight, when they were actually killing a town, that he was going to invite them over to a party. After they saw him, they chased him and then actually killed him. But what I have concluded from this lore is that this guy is super determined, high dodge ability, and a lot of arrows were mentioned, guys. So if it would be a summoner, it could be a life summoner that provides probably dodge, could be armor, could be stamina, but most likely something dodge, probably speed. We don't know, right? So it's all speculations, and possibly reduce range damage of the enemy monsters, because a lot of arrows were dodged and a lot of arrows were mentioned as well. So for the fourth one, guys, we have the voice. This one was awesome to read, guys. I loved it. It is actually how Dr. Blight became Dr. Blight. He was not Dr. Blight at first. He was a normal person. He was actually, his name was Dr. Alastair. Dr. Alastair was a smart scientist, a young scientist that was always a step ahead of his fellow scholars, like his fellow friends who are scientists, even though they are older than him and have more experience than him, but he was smarter and he was more determined. So one day he went on an expedition to discover plants and everything that is abnormal in a place. So while he's on his expedition, he heard a voice that lured him to go to a volcano where he encountered a magical rune that he touched, and then it possessed his body with magical powers that turned him to Dr. Blight. So that's how Dr. Blight was created. However, I have noticed something to be interesting. This is kind of a big deal, guys. So, before he became Dr. Blight, so we already know that Dr. Blight is a card in-game. He's the promo card. What if there's another version of Dr. Blight, but before he became Dr. Blight, which could be a card as well, and it could be Dr. Alastair. What kind of card would he be? I think this could be an awesome card. Why? Well, he could be a summoner, because before becoming Dr. Blight, he actually was a scientist, a smart scientist, and I noticed two things popping all the time: his amazing stamina, two, his ability to stand his ground like he is rooted. And he started his journey in a volcano, guys. So possibly a fire summoner that gives stamina and thorns. Oh my god, guys. Imagine Venari Heatsmith after this summoner becomes a thing. How much would Venari Heatsmith cost? He's the only card in the game that has Amplify, and the Amplify is an awesome ability, guys. So that's just speculations, but who knows? Hopefully it comes true and I'm right. You never know, right? So this was the video for today, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and have a wonderful day. See you in the next one.